heard it numerous times from the Mashgiach Rav Don Segel, a Yesoid that he said over B'Shem Chazal. And that is, a person thinks when he's faced with an Nisayon that yes, perhaps there's an einish if I do something wrong, but Lamaisa, right now in this world, I gained some pleasure, which I enjoy. Rav Don said that a person should know that when he grabs an illicit pleasure, he's going to lose an equal pleasure of heter that he would have otherwise had. If a person grabs, let's say, a pleasure that he wasn't supposed to have, he'll lose a nachas report about his child. A person looks at something he shouldn't, he'll lose the pleasure of understanding a tosfos or a difficult sugya. B'didi Hava Uvda had a story once with a taxi driver in Eretz Yisrael. When I gave him a 200 shekel note, he proceeded to give me change for a 100 shekel note. I asked him, didn't I give you 200? And he denied it. To be honest, I wasn't 100% sure at the time, and I accepted the change. Afterwards, I checked, and I saw that I had given him a 200 shekel note. I was quite upset with the driver. The man had given me his business card and had told me if I need a driver in Eretz Yisrael, I should please call him. I went over to Rav Ram Shmulevitz. I was at a chasna then, and I asked him, Rosh Hashiva, I have two questions to ask you. Is it mutter for me to hire the fellow tomorrow and take back the money that he took from me tonight, pay him 100 shekel less? And secondly, even if it's mutter, is it the right thing to do? And I remember Rabbi Ram Shmulevitz said to me with great excitement, Ich weiß nicht oi me meg, aber me must, which translates as, I'm not sure if it's allowed, but you have to do it. In other words, he said, you have to teach the driver a lesson not to take advantage of a Haredi Yid. The next day, I hired the fellow. I went with my daughter to my father's kever in Beit Shemesh. We had made up a price there and back with a half an hour time to daven. We came back to Yerushalayim. I told my daughter, leave the taxi cab. Then I said, you know what? I'm also leaving. I walked out. I stood by the window and I started paying him. I told him I'd give him 180. I gave him a 50, a 20, and a 10 shekel coin. And then I said, Umeya kvar kibalta etmal balayla. The other 100 you got last night. He looked at me, what are you talking about? I said, you forgot? You stole 100 shekel from me last night. He stared at me, and he took the money and threw it out the window on the floor. And he started arguing with me, why didn't you tell me something last night? I said, I did, but you insisted, and I thought I could trust the Yid not to lie to me. The fellow opens the door, I got a little frightened. He bends down and picks up the money. He wishes me Shabbat Shalom, and he drove off. That night I went to Rav Don Segel. I told him the story. I wanted to know what he would feel. Was it the right thing? I remember he said to me, Untos gemakta zak kiddush Hashem. You made such a kiddush Hashem. Chazal tell us that when you do something and take something wrongly, you don't end up gaining anything but an avera. That's all. He could have made the same 100 shekel honestly. He got the same amount of money and he got avera to boot. Let's not be foolish and take what's not ours. The Rabbi Shalom is going to give us every drop of pleasure we deserve. Chazak ve'amatz.